It's time to pick another number from the hat. So, get to the bottom. Number 46. Number 46. That's a good one. A good high number. Now, I don't have these marked, but there we have it. 46. Pollen carrying leg of the honeybee. So, we have here the pollen carrying leg of the honeybee, and I'm disappointed to say that as far as seeing pollen on this honeybee leg, it's inconclusive. We've been let down this time. You can see the honeybee leg here. Not exactly like those we've seen in the past. So, what do you think? A bit different. A new angle on the subject, but sadly I just can't see any pollen here. Today we were disappointed slightly with the bumblebee leg carrying no pollen, so we shall move on to the sweet gum dissection. The sweet gum fruit. You see here, this is from the sweet gum tree, I believe, something like that. It's a North American tree. It drops these little spiky doodads. So, upon closer inspection, I see here that there are openings, and these openings possibly carry the seeds for the plant, at which point when they're dropped, they can be carried by animals or blown about, thrown quite a distance, and then reproduce the tree. So let's take a closer look. I do have here multiple camera angles set up, but I'm going to take a look inside of these cavities here. You see that? Looks like a seed cavity. Okay, so the spikes could grab fur, be carried. Looks very alien, very foreign. But we do want to get to dissecting. Quite hard, like a walnut. Very important to be very careful. It's impervious to a razor. So you can imagine, oh my word. Not much for creatures and happenstance could destroy this. Just it's taking a great deal of effort. Now I've lost my line. Oh my word. This is certainly otherworldly. On rainy days when they were wet, a little soggy, and we would throw them at each other. But here it's crumbling, the spikes are crumbling away into a fine powder, and the inner sanctum is impenetrable. Alright, we've finally given away. So, you can see here, smells a bit woody, but has something to it, a little bit of sweetness. So I do want to come in here with the magnifying glass. Okay. No seeds or anything yet to speak to. Let's look through the debris as well. I have my map here on the just crumbled spike external skin. This piece here. What's your story, piece? A little bit of richness in the center. as for the sweet gum fruit here, the nut, not much to it. It's hard to call it a nut because there's nothing edible here, nothing that I would eat because I really needed to survive. You can see it's just very barky. Very barky. It was near impossible to cut through. So I just want to grind off some of the spikes here on the plate. Then it's a bit sweet and salty like a booger. Honestly, it's as if you had beef jerky that was dried to a great hardness. So that would do it for the sweet gum. Let's get rid of the evidence. What else do we have in our bag of tricks? This is what we need. So what I have here, tiny vial, but you can see upon closer inspection, do you know what this is? Now this may surprise you, but what we have here is a throat pearl. It's a stinky breath node. I got it at the throat pearl store, the stinky breath node store. But we are going to take a look. Those little nodules that sometimes arrive while you're brushing your teeth and you're like, oh. Okay, and when whales have these, they can be quite expensive or pricey because they're used in perfumes and things. When you have a perfume that smells very sweet, something that's less than sweet kind of offsets it in a complementing fashion. So here, I'll just put the largest of them onto the map. I don't want to smush it, do I? So, what we have here, these larger lines are millimeters, so it's about 2 millimeters wide. Now, when it was originally found, it was white, and now it is yellowish in color. It's lost some of its water content, perhaps. It's evaporated. It may have begun to rot, who knows. But we're going to cut into this, and we're going to see what's inside, or what it is. This stinky breath nobule. What I also have here is some plaque. Like, this is the hard plaque that may get stuck in your teeth, and you have to get it out with a metal hook. So that's exciting, right? And this shard here is about 2 millimeters long, 1 millimeter wide. Take a look at the plaque up close. Not a lot going on for surface texture. It's curious, but we'll pick that apart as well. And just over on this side, we have another smaller sample of the stinky breath nobule. Where are you, stinky breath? Oh, you walked away. Thought you'd be able to walk away. So this one is a little over 1 millimeter. So we could see that one as well. Interesting. Very expensive, these things. When you go to the store and you buy the stinky breath node, it's quite an expense monetarily and with your pride and your ego as well. So, here we go. Going in. Doesn't look any different, does it, on the inside? Straight through, I would say, is one solid color, one solid consistency. Okay. I have to use this in a way that makes more sense right-handed. Alright, so there's the plaque. Here's the little fellow. Where is the other fellow? There we are. One solid piece. Nothing strange going on there, except for the fellow looking at these things. But it's for science! You know, we know for science you have to do weird stuff. So as far as the odor, they are very stinky. I would say, I would compare it to gym sock. Very stinky gym sock. Let's go here to the plaque. And that's really all we're going to see here. So, what have we learned? I've learned that these stinky breath nodes, stinky breath nodules, not a lot going on. Not very deep as far as construction. It seems that they're emulsified remnants that collect in a pocket, and in such a way they just start to break down together to be a lump of substance that is probably ripe with bacteria. This here, the plaque is near bone-like hardness. It cracks, it crunches, it's calcified, it's very interesting, a totally different spectrum for sure. It's like it's in a moist environment, and when in a moist environment you would think you would have more of these gel-like or clay-like substances, but it's not. It's totally dried through, and it becomes to mimic like the bone that it adheres to. So I'll think on this, and we'll revisit that thought later on. In the meanwhile, let's destroy the evidence. Alright, I have here a piece of Leia's cat food. So here's a cat food crunch. Cat food crunch. I'm not sure what the little black spots would be. It has almost a, I hate to say it with Leia's nearby, it has an earwaxy kind of look to it, doesn't it? And this is her cat food nugget. A cat food crunch. So we'll cut this one open. This is the inside here. It doesn't look any different from the outside. Not very appetizing. It looks a bit bready with the human eye. It has like a crouton look to the inside with these air pockets. This one kind of looks like a blueberry muffin. I have some dust. Now when it crunches, it's not a hard crunch like toast. It's kind of like stale bread. And it doesn't taste much different than stale bread. Like the outer crusty layer of stale bread. As far as any, I think I just got a hint of salt and pepper. Stale bread, salt and pepper. Cat's entire diet. Boy does she like it though. So I hope that there are essential vitamins and minerals in here. And okay, destroy the evidence. And finally, if you are at all discomforted by the sight of blood, I recommend you disarm your television and find another activity. For now, I shall test my blood sugar, and I'll show you the process as well. You take one of your strips. I like to load it in before pricking my finger. Okay, just like that. Now that is ready to read. I will have a slide here as well, prepared to receive any droplets that we can procure from the finger. Okay. So right on the tip of the finger here, that gave me a little bit of a jolt. I'll do another one here on the index finger. Well, that one does not have as much to say. My blood sugar is 114. Not too bad. Oof, that one got me. Okay, so put it to the slide. Okay, so this here, you can see the line. Can you see? Interesting. There's the blood. What is the blood doing? Probably coagulating. A great deal of water in the sample. We'll go in closer. Right on, real quick. Incredible. Okay, going in closer. Looks like Cheetos. Wow, activity. I'm a bit amazed currently. I'm a little bit in shock from this beauty that I'm beholding here. Do you see? Do you see the shapes? Incredible. Incredible. Exactly as I had always learned, and now I'm seeing firsthand in a microscope my own blood, little donut raft floaties in a stream. It's fascinating. Fascinating. Well, if I may excuse myself, I do thank you for joining me. This has been quite exquisite. I've never seen cat food up close. The spirit gum, I'm sorry, the sweet gum tree fruit, the stinky throat nodule, and now the human's blood. Very fascinating. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next time, as always, on 200,000 Times Closer. If you thought this video was magnificent, then be sure to click the like button. You can always share. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the icon in the credits. And as always, my best to you.